Look, the Chicago Bears just put a star player on blast, and it isn't just recently. This has been happening the whole offseason. And in case you didn't notice, there's a new sheriff in town for the Chicago Bears. He's already been laying down the law. And if you remember from last year, wait, DJ Moore, he just walked off the field during a play. Do you remember that? I mean, when the Bears hired Ben Johnson to take the reign as the 19th coach of this great franchise, there was a hope that former Lions offensive coordinator would instill something new, like a renewed sense of discipline to the team. And I'd say that the Bears' future success, so much of it hinges on DJ Moore and for him being on board. And on top of him embracing responsibility, improving his performance under Johnson's really rigorous standards, for Moore, this might be actually a pivotal moment. A time that he can redefine his leadership, a time that he can reinstill a meaningful impact on the field. And this is according to a longtime insider, Bears insider Jeff Hughes of Sports Mockery. They do great work over at Sports Mockery. A lot of creativity. I really like their work. Check it out in its entirety. He thinks that's exactly what's happening. And one example, it was found in Johnson's interactions with top wide receiver DJ Moore. And this is specifically what Hughes had to say about Moore. Overwhelmingly positive view of him in the building right now. However, nobody likes what they saw on the field from him last year. Running to the sidelines and belittling his rookie quarterback to other players, that's just not a good look. And if you're going to be a leader, that can't be the way that you behave. And we all saw it. You can say that he walked off the field during a play, or if you listen to DJ Moore, he said he turned an ankle and his momentum just took him off the field. Watch the tape. That's doubtful. But regardless of that, there were multiple games that he was kind of pouting on the sidelines, tossing his helmet, just really bad body language. It just didn't look good, especially from a player who's just been paid. And Hughes, for one, he said that Johnson wasn't impressed with it last year. And also, now that he's the head coach, he's not having it. Ben has gone in there and he's been very hard on him. He told him, this is what we expect of you. And if you don't deliver it, we have no problem moving on. I mean, those are really strong words. Me, myself, I absolutely love DJ Moore. He's one of my favorite players on the team. He's been fantastic. His press conferences are great. He was great on Hard Knocks. Like his personality, he's a family man. I don't think he's a bad guy one bit. I really want him to succeed. I am cheering for him. This isn't a hit piece on him, but it's also really obvious that some of these things from last year, they really need to change. And I'm glad that Ben Johnson is here. Matt Eberflus let a lot of stuff go. Ben Johnson will not. And I think in the long run, it's going to make DJ Moore a better player. And it's also going to make this team way more formidable, way more disciplined, and way more impactful on the league. And Hughes said that Johnson isn't having it, and Ben Johnson, he is in fact enforcing a stricter culture. And this, in particular, it's been with DJ Moore, and this isn't the first report of this. And Moore, he has performed as a Chicago Bear. He's been a stud. Strong first season, Moore set career highs, but he's rightfully faced criticism for his on-field behavior. And also his lack of chemistry with rookie quarterback Caleb Williams last year. And Johnson has made it clear he expects greater accountability across the board, greater leadership from Moore in particular. And he emphasized that the failure to meet these expectations could result in his departure from the team. Nobody's safe here. So let's kind of look at the raw numbers. In 2023, DJ Moore had 96 receptions, 1,364 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns. And then the Bears responded. He signed a 4-year, $110 million extension, and that's the largest contract in Chicago Bears history. That's 82.6% of it guaranteed. And then his performance dipped in 2024. And yeah, the offense was a dumpster fire. We all know that. But he totaled 371 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first 8 games. Then he averaged a career low 9.9 yards per catch, and it really highlighted his disconnect with Caleb Williams. They did not really get on the same page. So kind of looking at what's next, moving from that, as the season progresses, Moore, he adapted his game a little more to align with Johnson, a little more to align with Caleb, but he's going to continue to adapt. He's going to get in alignment with Johnson's expectations. I think he's really going to secure his role in the team's offense, and I think Johnson's leadership style is going to test Moore's adaptability. It's going to test his commitment to team dynamics moving forward. And even in the workplace, we're talking about team dynamics, work morale, relationships in the workplace. It's dictated not from the top up. They can tell us what to do as employees, but really, culture is up to me. It's up to you. It's up to everybody within this team in the corporate world, right? A football team is no different. And DJ Moore, if he wants to have that camaraderie, if he wants to have the type of winning atmosphere, the type of winning culture, it's up to him to be a leader in that. And I think we're really going to see that. 110 million, 82 of it guaranteed, just crazy money. And he started playing better towards the end of the season last year. He actually finished with 98 catches, 966 yards, and 6 touchdowns. But once again, averaged that career low 9.9 yards per catch. And I can talk about these issues, but let's be really specific. Let's look back a little bit. Week 9 was the game against the Cardinals. That's the week that he walked off the field mid-play, and that sparked a lot of controversy. I, for one, am of the opinion that he did walk off the field. Now, you can check out the play for yourself, but Moore later explained that he'd rolled his ankle while adjusting to Williams' scramble. It feels like a little bit of blame shifting, and his momentum ended up carrying him out of bounds. If you watch the replay, I don't think it holds water, but whatever. Kind of a head-scratching moment for Moore. He was also named a team captain, and his ankle must not have been that hurt because he finished out the game in full. He still looked completely fine physically. Just, here's the thing, though. It's not the first time we have heard about Ben Johnson sending a warning to DJ Moore, and Ben Johnson has had the scent of this since he took the job. He's given DJ a warning, and immediately after getting hired was his first shot. He emphasized accountability. He'd made expectations clear from the outset, and he also specifically addressed Moore right when he took the job. He did it right, though. He acknowledged his talent. He really believes that he's going to be a great player for this team, but he emphasized the need to see full commitment from his players. And this was back in February 25 during a conversation on ESPN 1000's Waddle and Sylvie. Johnson actually praised his skill set and then noted that he had to have a better plan on being a solid blocker. DJ Moore is one of the best run-after-the-catch receivers in the NFL. Ben Johnson did say that. I don't know that the rest of the league knows that per se. So we've just got to find a way to get him the ball a certain number of times every single game. And of course, he knows he better be blocking as well, because no block, no rock. So regardless of all this, I think DJ Moore is undoubtedly going to have a major role in this offense, getting even stronger as a blocker. That would only have DJ Moore shine even brighter in Ben Johnson's eyes. Let's not get it twisted. Ben Johnson loves him as a player. He just thinks that he can get more out of him than what he's displayed in his career previous. And I think that's a really good thing. And you've got Moore, Allen, first-round rookie Rome Odunze last year. The Chicago Bears still ended their 2024 season ranked 31st in passing, 181 yards per game average, and Williams 3,541 passing yards. That ranked 17th among all quarterbacks. And you're not going to go far as a team if that's where you're ranked offensively. And I think it also comes down to consistent coaching. It's not just on the players. Chicago made really a move that we've never seen before. They fired Eberflus midway through the 2024 season. I think it was a little later than midway. And also, then you have Thomas Brown. He switched from his role as offensive coordinator after Shane Waldron was released, and then they made him the head coach. He had a tryout. It just didn't really work out. And the game plans weren't great. Just no consistency. That last year just ended up being a lost season offensively. But if you look at the Lions, absolutely explosive under Ben Johnson. It'd be foolish to expect the Bears to immediately become that. but I think Johnson knows exactly what it takes to do it. DJ Moore is going to be one of the key cogs on this new Chicago Bears offense, bursting through as elite. I really think that's going to happen. And under Johnson, I think the Bears are also going to find true and consistent offensive relevance for the first time in some of our lifetimes, and Moore should and could be a huge part of that renaissance as well. Guys, I think it's going to happen. I think this putting him on blast for most recently, but also way back in February when he took the job, I think this is a really good thing. I don't think it's a negative at all. And I don't think it really dictates who DJ Moore is a player, because honestly, discipline, attitude, team chemistry, body language, all that comes from the top down. And obviously, there wasn't much of good leadership on this team, even getting to the point that Caleb Williams wasn't even watching film with a staff member. So absolute dumpster fire last year offensively. Let's kind of put it in the past now and look forward to success, and be really grateful that Ben Johnson isn't afraid of a single player on this team. And if you underperform or if you have a bad attitude, you're going to know about it immediately. You guys bear down. You're always loyally here with me. I'm going to continue to give you Chicago Bears news on the daily, and also I hope this is fun for you to watch. It's fun making it. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and see you later.